Right now in CBS News Bay Area, from glass falling from a San Francisco high-rise to huge trees falling right in front of our eyes.
There it goes. There it goes. Oh, my God.
And Bay Area residents were ducking and dodging danger today because of a wild windstorm.
I saw the tree coming down, and then I just yanked the truck out of the way as quick as I could.
And we're talking down power lines, leaving a huge swath of the Bay Area in the dark. We're taking a look at the damage and what is next.
This is CBS News Bay Area with Juliette Goodrich.
Boy, we certainly all have a story about the wild winds wreaking havoc across the Bay Area, making a huge mess and creating dangerous situations today. All day long, the calls kept on coming in about trees falling over. Even first responders seemed to be overwhelmed. Our photographers were fanned out across the Bay Area, along with our reporters. One of our photographers even captured some eucalyptus trees falling over onto a house in Redwood City while he was conducting an interview. Take a look.
Watching this eucalyptus, and I started to tell him it looks like it's leaning. There it goes. There it goes. Oh, my God. Oh. Anyway, there goes my neighbor's house.
Anyway, we are told 2 homes were damaged. Luckily, no one was hurt. Talk about another near miss. In San Francisco, the wind blew out a window from the 555 California building. You can see the glass falling down into the street below, just narrowly missing a pedestrian who was crossing the street. You can see the shattered glass in the intersection in this video. A shelter-in-place order was just lifted in the area about 15 minutes ago. And this was the scene on the Richmond-San Rafael Bridge about 90 minutes ago as Caltrans righted an overturned semi that stopped eastbound traffic for several hours. Look at that. You can see they actually lined up their own trucks to create enough of a windbreak for them to do it. Boy, and some of those trees fell on power lines. And in Saratoga, we even saw a power pole actually bobbing in the wind. Right now, there are widespread power outages across the Bay Area. And there will be no rest for the weary PG&E crews tonight. At last check, they had more than 250,000 Bay Area customers to restore. That's actually down from a peak of nearly 300,000 just a couple of hours ago. All right, let's take a live look outside. A live look, that is, outside. High wind warning still in effect until 11 o'clock tonight. But Paul Hagan joining us now saying that we're going to see some relief.
Yes, already over the past couple of hours, the wind gusts getting lighter and lighter, or at least not as strong and not as strong.
Yeah.
We'll take whatever improvement we can get. Look at all of the reports from today. Almost 150 separate wind damage and flooding reports across the Bay Area. Mostly, again, tree branches or entire trees coming down, but a couple of dozen flooding reports. Fortunately, the shower activity is going to be winding down. The winds also beginning to diminish after extraordinary winds across the Bay Area. Almost 90 miles an hour in the hills above Los Gatos this afternoon. Had a 74-mile-an-hour gust at SFO this afternoon. That led to a ground stop for a time. Most of us saw wind gusts in the 45 to 55-mile-an-hour range, but certainly strong enough to do widespread tree damage. Here is the good news. The winds continue to back off. Right now, only a handful of spots across the Bay Area are recording any substantial wind gusts. And the strongest one on the map right now is 30 miles an hour in Fairfield. I mean, compare that to the 74 and 88-mile-an-hour gusts that we had several hours ago. The high wind warning does technically continue until 11 p.m., but the greatest hazard is now behind us. We still have to watch out. If you're going to be driving around this evening, watch out for any down branches, down power lines, and watch out for flooded roads because the water is still making its way through the various watersheds around the Bay Area. So we still could have some high water concerns. Still some light showers falling in the Santa Cruz Mountains right now. That activity is going to wind down after just another wet system, especially in the Santa Cruz Mountains. Almost 4.5 inches of rain around Ben Lomond, almost 3 inches of rain in the higher elevations of the North Bay around Kentfield. Most of us saw rainfall in that 1/2 inch to 1 inch range. A little bit less than that, about 0.3 of an inch of rain in San Jose. We still have one flood warning that's in effect. This is for central Sonoma County. Some of the creeks there rising out of the banks. Again, that presents a hazard as you're driving around. Some flooded intersections, the possibility, some standing water on and off ramps. You just have to be careful of that, especially as the sun goes down. So we're going to be seeing gradually improving conditions this evening and really good news the next couple of days. Dry weather and lighter winds tomorrow and Thursday. We'll talk more about that in a few minutes.
We'll take it. All right, Paul, thank you. You know, in Palo Alto, the number of trees down is almost too numerous to count. As Leonard Ramirez shows us, firefighters actually had to perform some rescues after a tree fell onto a house.
The streets of tree-lined Palo Alto took on a dangerous and scary feel as the winds whipped through the city.
The wind was super strong. I was watching it bend the trees in my own yard, and sure enough, my power goes out, and I come out to investigate, and I see this big tree laying down here.
This century-old oak toppled onto a house and a parked car on Middlefield Road. No one was in the car, but 2 people were inside the house.
It definitely had them trapped where they couldn't get out of the front. We had to rescue them from the rear of the structure, but there were no injuries to the residents that live there.
The house sustained major damage and was red tagged. The sound of sirens could be heard throughout the city as first responders sped from call to call. Multiple trees fell in the neighborhoods around Embarcadero Road, closing down the main artery just before the afternoon rush. Several parked and empty cars were crushed, including this Tesla that was clobbered by a 100-foot evergreen.
We didn't hear a thing until the neighbors came and told us that the trees fallen in our garden. Yeah. Thanks God nobody's hurt.
Most of the trees that fell also brought down power lines. Electricity is out in wide portions of Palo Alto, and neighbors are anxious. One even took to wearing a helmet on her run, just in case.
I mean, there are trees down everywhere. On my run, I went for just a couple miles and saw many trees down and falling real time.
As the winds continue, no one knows which tree, which house will be next.
I guess we're considering ourselves lucky that it wasn't our tree.
Palo Alto is a city that is known for its many large and stately trees. Unfortunately, many of them, like this one, didn't survive today's wind and rain.
Len, thank you for that. An entire condo complex evacuated in Union City due to the threat of falling trees. Just before noon, eucalyptus trees came crashing down onto 4 of those buildings. Thankfully, no one was hurt. People who live nearby say they have never seen anything like this.
The tree just fell down, and then we got knocked on from the fire department and the police department to evacuate as soon as possible.
So the trees are scheduled to be cut down tomorrow so residents can return home. The city and the Red Cross have set up a temporary storm shelter at the senior center for those affected. All right, on to Walnut Creek, and it was a very close call for a father and daughter who were driving at the height of the windstorm. They were on North Civic Drive when a wind gust just brought down a huge tree. You can see that tree. Look at that. It's just blocking this entire roadway. It was a warning from the passenger seat that saved them from being crushed.
And I saw it like fully come over, and I was like, oh God. And then I was like, and then I said, look, and then he swerved.
When I saw it, I thought we were going to get crushed, and so I just yanked it out of the way.
Smart. Well, the truck did get some scratches and a couple of leaves stuck in the tires, but luckily no one was hurt. More scary pictures. This from a Wendy's parking lot in Pleasant Hill. In fact, take a look. A tree came down, one branch crashing through the windshield of 2 parked cars. No one was inside. Turns out the lot a bit emptier this afternoon because, well, the restaurant had closed after it lost power. The wind knocked over planes at Concor's Buchanan Field Airport today. Never seen this. You can see the tails actually sticking up in the air right there. The fire department was there on scene to help. They tell us at least one of the planes had fallen on a fuel tank. SFO reported 74-mile-per-hour wind gusts this afternoon. That led to a ground stop for all flights. But even before that, pilots, as you can hear, were not taking any chances.
We're letting anybody depart if they want to, but everybody's refusing to depart. Yeah, nobody wants to depart, so we don't want to back everybody up at the runway because we already have about 10 to 12 aircraft that are just hanging out, but nobody wants to depart.
They're like, we're not going. The ground stop was lifted at about 2 this afternoon, but there were hundreds of flight delays and at least 65 cancellations. All right, onto the San Lorenzo River in Santa Cruz County. It is now below flood stage after hitting flood levels just before noon today. The National Weather Service says water levels spiked in the past 24 hours. This is the same area that flooded in January.